Yo, sports bettors, happy Thursday, turnt Thursday. So what we're going to be doing is looking for some early value for Friday. So there's 15 MLB games, I think only 2 NHL, 2 NBA, but regardless, should be some good value. Oftentimes, I say this a lot, but when sportsbooks first post odds, you can find the best betting opportunities. So let's go ahead, let's take a look. Weather was really nice, so I took a walk, and now I have some bets on Fliff. Yo, so my first two plays, I'm going to include in a parlay, and it's on Fliff Sportsbook. So Fliff is a kind of new platform. What's really cool about it is it's available basically everywhere in the United States, California, Texas, states that don't have DraftKings FanDuel, they have Fliff. So definitely recommend getting it, and it's also 18 plus. So 18 plus sportsbook. And then finally, another benefit is the more you bet on it, they give you reward points, or I think it's called experience points, that you can convert into cash. So I basically took my experience points, I turned it into $60 cash, and then I placed this parlay. The tool I typically start out on is the OddsJam Positive Expected Value, Positive EV tool. It works for live games, pre-match games. You can add a bunch of filters, select the sports books you use. Again, you never know which book is going to have value on a given day, so I recommend getting a bunch. So Fliff has the top play. It's on Rudy Gobert. So assuming he doesn't assault anyone, I took his over 12.5 rebounds at minus 110 odds on Fliff. You can see all the other sports books have this at like minus 140-ish, so tons of value there. The second most profitable bet is going to be on the Rockies money line at plus 160. So a ton of value there. You can see Pinnacle, the sharpest sports book out there, right there is being plus 148. So a ton of value there. And then also the Rays run line. Here's my parlay, $65 to win 806.59. Pretty juicy. All those plays we just went through on the EV tool. I would have bet more, but again, Fliff wasn't letting me deposit. Really good parlay for tomorrow on Fliff. So it's pretty annoying I can't figure out how to get more money into Fliff right now because there's a lot of profitable plays like the Cubs money line right here. But whatever. Regardless, we'll try again later. Maybe have some more plays on Fliff. So yesterday was horrible. So yesterday I gave out 5 plays. 4 of them were on Fliff. 1 of them was on ParlayPlay. All 4 bets on Fliff lost. They were really good bets, really good value, but things didn't go our way. So we literally went 0 for 4, down $440 on Fliff. For ParlayPlay, as I explained in yesterday's video, because there were picks on the NBA, it's not settled yet, right? So there are plays still open that I gave out yesterday. So long story short, we still have a few plays open on prize picks, on ParlayPlay for the NBA playoffs that haven't settled yet. But yesterday, the straight bets on Fliff, the parlays I put together all lost. So 0 for 4, down $440. We'll have to see how the rest of the prize picks and ParlayPlay plays play out. So it's almost midnight, but decided to check the Positive EV tool. Sometimes there's great value late at night. You can see there's still a lot of plays on Fliff. They haven't moved this line on Gobert. So a lot of value on Fliff, but again, I couldn't deposit. So I took a look at the plays on ParlayPlay. You can see Harris under 5.5 rebounds. And then I flipped over to the fantasy screen. This tool on OddsJam, it's currently free to use. It's in beta mode. And you can see the top play is Karl Anthony Towns over 36.5 PRAs. So the way this tool works is it just scans the sports books, right? And it shows you spots where sports books have an over or an under really heavily favored. So for Jalen Williams, all the sports books have his over 8.5 rebounds plus assists, heavily favored around minus 140, minus 150 odds. So this is a great play to include. And again, if you look at prize picks, they have Karl Anthony Towns. They have his line at 38 PRAs. And on ParlayPlay, we're getting him 26.5 PRAs, or 36.5. I apologize. So 36.5, we're getting his over 36.5 on ParlayPlay. Prize Picks and Underdog Fantasy had his line at like 38, 38.5. So ParlayPlay is giving way too much value on the over. So this fantasy screen is a great tool to use for spotting line discrepancies as a sharp. So I tried depositing in Fliff again. Got rejected, pretty annoying. So I'm going to take one last look through the market, show you guys an interesting play, and then I'm done. So it's currently midnight, and if we take a look at the fantasy screen for prize picks, I have prize picks selected. There's only one profitable bet, right? There's only one profitable bet, one bet in green on DeRozan. So they haven't posted MLB or NHL lines for tomorrow yet. So really no value on prize picks. But if we take a look at Underdog, I thought this was an interesting example to share with you guys, is if you create, right, if you just take the top 3 plays, the 3 most profitable plays according to the fantasy screen, Jimenez and Blackmon to get a single and Kreider to get a hit, on Underdog Fantasy, you're getting $1 to win 6, right? You're getting a 6x payout. It doesn't matter if you take overs or unders. So here, for all three of these plays, right, all the sports books, they have the overs heavily favored. So we want to take all three overs. And if you do that on Underdog Fantasy, you're betting 1 to win 6. Right? Now, if you look at FanDuel, so you can see OddsJam's reading in the odds from FanDuel. All three of these plays are minus 190 odds, so the overs are heavily favored, right? So the exact same three picks, right? These are the exact same three picks. On Underdog, we're betting 1 to win 6, whereas on FanDuel, it's 1 to win 256. Right? 1 to win 256. You're literally getting 2x the profit by placing your bet on Underdog Fantasy as opposed to FanDuel. So a lot of times when people talk about sharp sports betting, looking for value, these seem like small differences, but this is massive, right? You're literally getting a 2x payout by placing your bet on Underdog Fantasy as opposed to on FanDuel. So using this fantasy screen can show you some crazy value opportunities. FanDuel, all the sports books have these overs heavily favored, and we're getting them in our prize picks or in our Underdog Fantasy entry for a payout that is double that of FanDuel. So when we talk about finding value, sharp sports betting, like these differences can be really big, really impactful. So I only locked in 2 plays on this video. We have that parlay from Fliff, and then we also have that play on ParlayPlay. And again, I say this all the time, but I'm currently in a state with less sports books available, no FanDuel, no DraftKings, can't deposit money into Fliff, and you never want to force a bet, right? Sometimes there's more value in the market. I'm sure when I wake up, there will be more plays available, so I'm not going to force it. I'm going to finish this video with only 2 plays, one on ParlayPlay, one on Fliff, and let's make some money.